guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on me today. So today I thought I'd do a random video. There's a lot going on with YouTube, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of drama and all of that stuff, so I needed a break, and I'm sure maybe you guys do too. I know I don't have like a big following at all, but if you happen to come across this video, thank you again for clicking. And I'm, no matter what time of year or day or week it is, I think it's always good to kind of get out of ourselves and like our own situations. Like, that's what I look at YouTube as, like an escape. I get to watch drama videos or family vlogs or stuff like that, like anything to kind of get my mind off of like maybe a current situation or a stressful time that I'm having, or just for a really good laugh. If you're here for that reason today, hello, my name is Taylor, and I wanted to come on here today to answer some questions for you guys. It's questions that I've gotten through my social media. I've seen questions like this asked to other people that are in the same kind of predicament that I'm in, which is single motherhood, and then also questions that my friends and family have asked me before and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd address it, or compile it all in one video. It's my favorite word to use, compile. Let's get into it. Oh, I guess to finish my thought that I was just saying, I want to be able to look at this maybe in a year to 2 years to 3 years to 4 years to 5 years to 10 years one day, and see how far I've come, if it still applies, that kind of thing. But don't forget to please hit that like button, the subscribe button, and please comment what your favorite part of this video was. If you have any additional questions, I would love to do a part 2 of this. That would be amazing. So please leave any questions you have below. There's no good or bad questions. I will either not address it or will address it. Just put those below as well. Or you can just comment hi. Like, just let me know that you're watching this video. That'd be awesome. So thank you guys. Okay, and if I'm looking down, it's because I've literally written out all of these questions because I wanted to stay on script. I wanted to make sure I stayed within the guidelines, and I don't want this video to be very long, so just bear with me. If I'm looking down, I'm looking down at my notes. So the first question is, how did you become a single mom? That is a loaded question, obviously, right? There's like a whole story to that. Basically, I was dating my child's father. Let's call him John. So I was dating John. I've known John since the year 2008, 2009, like around there. We met through a mutual friend on Facebook. We ended up in the same post of that mutual friend, and then he slid in my DMs, and then I added him on Facebook, and then it kind of just went from there. I mean, it all happened pretty fast, like as far as us becoming girlfriend, boyfriend, like in a relationship, like all that good stuff. It happened really, really fast. This is, again, like I said, I think this was back in 2008, 2009. We talked for a few months, and then something was off. Like, I could just tell there was just something not right. Like, something was off. I soon then learned some stuff was going down, long story short, and we broke up. Fast forward a few years later. During those few years, several years later, I had moved to Virginia, Richmond, Virginia to be exact. Went to school at Virginia Commonwealth University. Whoop whoop, go Rams. And then I moved back to Dallas. That's a whole nother story for another day. So let me know if you want to hear that story time on like my experience with college and why I didn't finish there and all of that jazz. I did want to point out real quick that he did reach out to me while I was living out of state in Virginia. While I was in college, he reached out to me and said that he was going to be a father. Now, I won't talk too much about this because obviously that's not my child, and that's not my business to put out there or nothing like that. But I will say, for context, we didn't speak throughout that time, except for that one time he had found me on social media and let me know that he was becoming a father for the first time, obviously, and I congratulated him on that. That's all I'll say about that. He reached out to me again, and I told him I was back in Dallas and all this. At that point, we just hung out a couple times, just went on a couple dates, and then he decided we decided, I guess, to try kinda again. We hadn't really made it 100% official. I will give it that. I will say that we were in a process of exclusive dating where both of us, I was told that I was being courted, and like, and if anyone knows what courted means, look it up in the dictionary. It literally means like you are dating for marriage, you know, basically the short version of that explanation or definition. That started happening, and then I started kind of catching feelings again, you know what I'm saying? And then it didn't work, and then something, I don't know what happened, but it just went wrong. It went wrong again. I do know what happened, but you know, I ain't gonna get into all that. If y'all want that video, let me know. We ended up breaking it off again, going our separate ways. So this is back in 2018, 2018. I actually had a dream about him. It was just very random. When I don't date anyone anymore, especially him, I take him off all social media. There's many reasons to that. I will say this, it's just, I know what I can handle, what I can see. I think I explained that to him before too. I'm not blocking you off my social media to be mean. It's just because I know me. And if I love someone, I love someone, and I love hard. So to see them every day living out their life would just not, it would just set me back every time I saw them. I had this dream, and I kept trying to shake it off, and I was like, he's fine. He's probably fine. If something happened, I'd probably know, because we had like a couple of mutual friends, right? So I think if something detrimental really happened, I think that I would be alerted, right? Well, I guess I was bored one day in the summer, and I reached out to him via message. I slid in his DMs and was like, hey, so, hi. And I had this dream about you, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was very open with him about what happened. And so he told me about different struggles he was having, and blah, 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 blah. Fast forward, he came to my birthday dinner. That's kind of when we rekindled. My birthday dinner was like in August. This is a huge chunk that's missing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and skip it for time purposes. He ended up moving in with me by around October, and then by the end of October I was pregnant. Okay.
Upon a time not long ago, I was a hoe, and I'm admitting it. I won't take it back, cause I did this shit. I was a hoe.
Whew, that was a lot, child. I had to skip a lot, so it condensed. But anyways, I swear there was a process to all of that, but basically let's skip it. So by the end of October I was pregnant. I did not find out I was pregnant until November, like very early in November. I found out I was pregnant weeks in. That's a whole nother story. Like, there's so many videos I can do for you guys. When I decided to go through the pregnancy and, like, you know, keep the baby, I was maybe about 3 months pregnant. He decided to end the relationship. That is how I became a single mom. Second question, do you have a good support system? Oh my gosh, yes, I really do. But it's so crazy because my support system has like levels, you know what I mean? Like, initially my support system 100% is my mother, like 100% my mom. That's who my support system is, right? We live in the same household. Her father, my child's father, moved out about a year and a half ago, and then me and my mom moved in together about a year and a half ago. Yeah, so she's my support system. Just, that's the simple answer to the question. But there's levels, because so many friends and family have helped us through the journey, especially when Anaya was a baby and I had to go back to work, you know, after my maternity leave, and I couldn't afford daycare at the time, and just, there was a lot going on. And she is there, and she's been there every step of the way, and I am just so thankful for her. And that's what I'm gonna leave it at, because if not, I'm gonna shade people. But friends, family have helped as well, but my mother is my core. The third question is, what is the hardest part about being a single mother? So I would say the hardest part about being a single mom is balancing work, home, and life. I have not figured that out yet. I watch a lot of YouTubers, single moms, and that's going to be another question later to tell you guys like who I follow and all that. But I'm still trying to figure it out, guys. How to balance. It's really, really hard. So to answer that question, what is the hardest part about being a single mom? I would say that, balancing. But then also, I don't go out. I don't do anything. And that's not just because of COVID. Like, this was before COVID ever came to America or whatever. Like, I was a homebody and still am and will be after COVID, and it's hard for me to go out and do things. I don't know why. That's a whole other thing. I do go to therapy. So that's the hard part, having a life not separate from my child, but having a life of my own, like having my own identity. That's just the hardest part. How and when do you sleep is question number 4. How and when do you sleep? So thankful to my support system, my mom, I don't bug her, but maybe every other day or every couple of days, and I will sometimes just go in there if Anaya wakes up too early in the morning or something. I'm like, Mom, because she wakes up really early sometimes, and I'm like, can you just take her and I can sleep a little bit longer? Like, just, I can usually go days without having to do that, and then maybe like on the 3rd or 4th day, I'm like exhausted, and I'm like, Anaya, if she doesn't go back to sleep, then I, take her to my mom or something like that. And actually, my mom will offer to let me go and take a nap while she watches Anaya for after lunch or something like that. And so I'm just so grateful. My mom is amazing. So that's when I sleep. I sleep when I can. That's the best answer I can give you. I sleep when I can. Question number 5. The best thing about being a mom. The best thing about being a mom is, it's going to be a cliche answer, of course, but it's so freaking true, and all the mothers out there know it's true. It's just when they hug you and they give you that genuine hug. And Anaya has this thing about wrapping her hands or her arms around my neck, and it's just the best feeling in the world. I live for that. I'm like, it's just the mommy and just her, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Her cuddles, her love, her affection. She's just such a cuddly, cute baby. And I'm so sad because everybody was like, well, don't get too used to it, because when she's in her toddler phase, when she hits 2, she's gonna be like, I don't want to cuddle, I don't want to do. I'm like, no, not my baby. My baby loves to cuddle. And she just started doing that, you guys, this past week. I'm like, give mommy a hug. No. And I'm like, oh, just love me. So anyways, it's starting to be that kind of thing, and I'm so sad. Question number 6. Who are your favorite single mom YouTubers? So this list is very short because I'm just now kind of diving in there. I typically watch family vlogs, but it was really hard for me, especially once I became a single mom, to continue watching those vlogs excessively, because I didn't have that. I didn't have that partner to come home to. I didn't have that partner to feed off of and to help me. So Valencia's Life, I found her, I guess the algorithm of YouTube allowed me to find her, because our story is not very similar at all, but she is a single mom and she's a vlogger and she has like 4 kids. She's amazing. She's so freaking funny. So I like her. And then I like this other lady named Tony Daly. Now, let me clarify. Tony Daly is not a mother in the sense of traditional. So her dog is her child. And she's recently divorced, single, so she's a single mom. I'll put her in that category only because I really do love her. I love watching her, and she calls her dog her child, like for real, like her dog's name is Marley, and she refers, like she talks to the dog like it's a kid, like for real. I just really like it. I like her. And then I have started watching, just barely getting into her, but her name is Dominique Moran, and she and her daughter are so freaking cute, and so I've been watching them on YouTube as well. So I can't say I'm a fan of her yet because I've just watched maybe 1 to 2 videos, but so far I love what I see, and so I'm becoming a fan slowly. So those are the 3 that I watch. Number 7, what's a typical day for you? It's hard because my job, every day is different. My schedule's kind of wonky. It's not a 9 to 5 like everybody else, but But a typical day would be Anaya waking up around 8 or 9. On certain days, she does go to a home daycare. I take her there. I'll take her there. She eats breakfast there. I'll come back, get breakfast. I usually go do my car, clean. It's my chance to kind of be alone and do my thing. But like I said, she doesn't do that every day. So the days that she does stay home, those are the days where I'll cook her breakfast or make her breakfast, and then we'll probably start off with some tabby time. I call it tabby time or tablet time, and stuff like that. It just depends on her mood. Sometimes we get up and we watch worship videos or praise videos for kids, and then some days she has to get up and just go straight to her tablet, because she's just in a bad mood, or sometimes she gets up and goes straight to her toys. It just depends. Honestly, it just depends on the day. You gotta go with the flow, and I try to even it out. At first I was that mom who was like, no electronics, and I was like, no. One, because it was doing a disservice to me, because I'm like, I can get some shit done if she just have a tablet time for 10 minutes. Do you know how much I could do in 10 minutes with tabby time? So I had to figure that out, and I'm still figuring it out. I'm not perfect. There are some days where she watches a lot of TV, and she probably shouldn't. I digress. Number 8, friends. I just put friends because it's like, how do I fit in friends? I would love to actually ask the viewer this. If you are a mom, single or not, how do you fit your friends in? I am finding it very hard. I'm finding it basically non-existent. I don't know. I can't. And then mixing COVID, it's non-existent. Thank God for social media. Thank God for all that, because that's the only way I can connect with any kind of friends at all. I have friends. I have them, but it's hard to connect with them without social media. Physically connect with my friends and hang out with my friends. Number 9, what is your best advice to single mothers? My child isn't even 2 yet. She's gonna be 2 in July. So I mean, I'm not an expert by any means, but I would say the best thing that best advice I have listened to and really applied, especially this year: choose your battles. Pick your battles, choose your battles. Y'all may have heard that phrase before, but that is 100%. Choose your battles. If, like I said, 10 minutes of tabby time, which is again what I call her tablet, if 10 minutes of tabby time is all you need to be able to finish your laundry or to circulate your laundry, freaking do it. Why deal with a 20-minute tantrum when it could be a 5-minute tantrum after you take the tablet away after 10 minutes of her watching it? You know what I mean? Or if you feel bad for letting her be on the tablet, what I will do a lot of times is go ahead and set her up for success. I will go on her tablet, put it on a learning game, and have her do that, because technically that's her learning. If it's a puzzle, then technically that's her doing a puzzle. It may be on a tablet, but if she's learning something, she's doing something fun and educated. She's not just watching Peppa Pig for 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So choose your battles, pick your battles, and don't be so hard on yourself. Last question number 10. Question number 10. Do you still believe in love / dating now? ? Do I still believe in love? 100%. I grew up as a Disney kid. I'm a 90s baby. Heck yeah. I believe in love. I will always believe in love to the day I die. Whether I'm with someone or not. It's what Disney instilled in me, unfortunately. So I will always believe in love. I think love is always out there. And to those who are like, oh, well, love your kids will give you love. You and I all know, Karen, that Karen and Brenda out there, that's a 2 different love. You got God's love, you got a love of a spouse or partner, and then you have the love of your child. They're all 3 different kind of loves, and in my opinion, they all have a void. It's just how you feel it. And then the other part of that question, dating? I am not dating, unfortunately. Since due to COVID-19, basically, it's hard to date. I download Bumble every other month. I delete it every other month because it's trash, and then I forget that it's trash, or I don't want to think that it was that much trash, and then I remember that it was trash, and then I delete it, and I upload it, and I delete it. So that's my whole year, basically. Other than that, I mean, these guys out here, man, not to go on a tangent or anything, but girl, they playing games with your girl. I have to be patient with myself and just know that if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But if it does, then it will. That's really all I can tell myself. There are people it never happens for, and that's okay. So I can't tell myself that, like, oh, it's gonna happen. I have to tell myself, if it happens, that's great. If it doesn't happen, we'll figure it out. Like, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But do I want it to happen? Yeah, of course. Like, I want a date? Of course. Do I want a husband eventually in life? Of course. Like, what the heck? But there's so many components, and I have to be so careful now with dating because I have to make sure I'm protecting my heart, protecting my daughter's heart, protecting my physicality, protecting my daughter's physicality. I can't just bring anyone to the house. I can't just bring anyone around my daughter or anything. Like, there's so many levels to it. And then you just slap on a world pandemic and what do you got? A single sandwich. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this long video. I appreciate you guys for liking and subscribing to this video, or subscribing to my channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all on the next video.